is the Aussie night shift through, but Gen.G and Triumph kicking themselves off here on Mirage. It's going to be the second match in the series, and Gen.G have got that one win under their belt. So they'll be feeling good here as they move into their own map choice.
Just a couple bits of utility here for Gen.G as they go straight up catwalk, trying to execute a quick short B split here.
Looks like it's going to work pretty well. However, Shake and Moose, they have some words to say about it. Bentet, nice entries onto Moose. Now it's all up to Shake. Quick rotations in, though, as Junior's going to be wrecked by Bentet as well. He's just so sharp on the Glock. Som going forward as Penny tries to stop them, but it's all up to Ryan in a 1v4. But Bentet, he's hungry. He wants some more. And he's going to force Ryan straight out of market. Not going to be making any purchases today. Bentet sending a message in the first round.
Yep. Gives him a little bit of a love tap at the end there. A little kiss on the cheek. Mwah.
Good night, sweet prince. That's what Bentet said. Apparently there was 3 princes. Some kind of fairy tale story, which is, you know, not really what Gen.G need to be able to win this series, to be honest. Now moving on to Mirage. They're rolling in with that full confidence. Get that first T-side pistol. Buy up here from Triumph. 2 scouts, couple of pistols. See what they're going to do with that. Nice start from Ryan. Very sharp shot, just dancing around on top of those benches. Bentet, a bit confident from that pistol as Daps, I think, trying to grenade that AK back in towards ramp side for himself.
Ironically, Ryan is that player that Bentet killed at the very end of that last round and gave a little bit of, a bit of BN too. So good response from Ryan.
Yep. Got to make him respect. In the meanwhile, Gen.G, they've got that smoke on window and connector. They've got automatic in that key position towards Con. Push into Palace there from Penny. He's not going to push any further for the time being. But could be a key player here for Triumph.
Ooh. You saw that he wanted to just edge forward. Heard the footsteps starting to rotate in now in Triumph. Happy just to hold the site. Get ready to play for the retake. Expecting maybe a wrap into window. They've given up so much control in the middle of the map as Gen.G are just getting ready to throw this smoke, throw this flash. But it's just the one smoke, so where is it going to be utilized? Looks like it's going to go all the way to CT now. Molly going to be thrown for sandwich, and in comes the movement. Penny on the flank. It's going to be quick. Moose just needs to buy some time for this to have an impact, but it's going to be traded out already. Penny straight into A main. This is looking hard for Gen.G.
Yeah, Moose has done one better than just to buy time. He's already got himself a kill as well. 3 on 4. Gen.G, they've lost another. Penny comes around the back with the deagle. It's Kuster down, who was carrying the bomb. And Triumph, they look like they might be able to pull it off again. That is another force buy round that Triumph pick up. They did the exact same thing on Inferno.
They get the Galil and both AKs as well. Hold on to that scout. That's fantastic for Triumph. Great flank in from Penny. Good peeking together and rotations. Good opener. Can't really say much more for that. Just a fantastic round of CS from them. What's the response here for Gen.G? One of the difficult pills to swallow in CS when you win that pistol and lose the subsequent following round. And they're going to try and force their way back into it. Very limited utility. It's going to be a straight out B rush. Issue util not thrown out as they take their time, but looking to hit the timing now.
Shake's got that molly at the ready, drops it, waits for the push to come through. Moose with 2.
Oh.
The Shake just tries to wrap this one around. Kuster going to be falling. Bomb at bench now. Bentet needs to retrieve it, but he's got the trade at least. Now automatic with that deagle. Gets a body tag. No headshot just yet. Bentet swings around perfectly, and it's going to be Ryan. Oh, he had the line across to the bomb, but now Penny just edging forward, automatic at Van Pillar. It's not looking likely. There's the spray down. Bentet, what can he do on 20 HP here?
Well, still winnable for him, particularly if he finds that one-on-one. He's got no idea where Penny is. Does drop the smoke behind him to give him some room, and he might get the timing. Bentet's done it again. It's an ace.
He's too good. Oh. No, that's classic Bentet. That is classic.
Collected.
He just aced the enemy team, and he's just like, yeah, just another, you know, Thursday Arvo for me.
It's like a face chiseled in stone. Doesn't ever move. Good jawline.
Oh, I didn't 1B them all that round. Like,
yeah, that wasn't that good.
Pretty average.
Yeah, could have done it cleaner, eh?
Yeah.
Could have done it without losing 80
I needed to use that smoke. Could have actually saved that for next round. Like, a bit of a waste of $300.
Oh, Penny.
I mean, to be honest, Gen.G aren't making life easy on it themselves, are they?
No, they've lost another opening peak. It's the force back from Triumph. So again, Gen.G, they have to try to get themselves out of a 4-on-5 situation. Going for that mid control now. The push in towards B apartments and through underpass. Yet again, Triumph have found a push on an extremity. Is it punished by Kusta? He does actually get that. So Shake goes down in towards B apps, but the push through underpass from Moose as well.
There it is. Fire with fire. Kusta at the ready. Moose falling. That's going to be a good situation for Gen.G. Man advantage. The Triumph, they've gone for the early stack over towards B. Junior's rotated in with that scout, but Penny now looking to make an info play here, maybe. Going to go for the jump. Ollied out of van, though, as the rest of Gen.G rotate back towards the A site. Penny deals with Dabs perfectly. Push coming up Con. But Ryan over in A main. Very solid position to set up for a retake for Triumph.
Bomb plant comes open. Ryan has that UMP, but it's actually Penny to find the pick from short, now pressured by Bentet. Som goes down in towards jungle there, so that's a key player out of the equation, and Bentet must clutch yet again to keep Gen.G alive.
Waiting for the timing. Edging forward, Triumph at the ready, the trade. Penny, but you can't be ready for that. Bentet just hits him with the 1B. And again, he just doesn't care. Look at him, so composed.
I think I saw a little bit of a mouth flicker there, you know, a little bit of a, whoa. You know.
Are we cutting too late, or is he just
No.
completely
Just
rock solid?
I think he was pursing his lips a little bit there, you know, so there was a bit of emotion.
That's that. It's that. How do I say it? I'm not even going to attempt. I'm not even going to attempt describing this on the broadcast, to be honest. But for anyone who's you know, studied culture and things of that nature, not every culture expresses emotions the same way, and a lot of Asian cultures very sort of stone face. You don't show your emotion too much. You save face and stuff like that. Whereas Western cultures, you blokes over in NA jumping and screening every time you hit a clutch. But Bentet, nah, he's chill. He's just sitting there. 237 ADR. It's just another Thursday afternoon for him. He does this every damn day.
Yeah, he's the silent death. Actually, you know, one that Blair likes to pull out is the Grim Reaper. He always says that, flying in like the Grim Reaper. Not specifically about Bentet, but just in general. I feel like that actually is kind of relevant for Bentet because, you know, he's just going about his job, sort of thing. Right, whatever. I'm just going to kill everyone. That's fine.
It is my job to ace the enemy team. So anything less than that is a disappointment.
Yep. Well, disappointing round already here from Bentet because Kusa's picked up that first kill, but hey, he's not going to slow things down at all. 12-1 so far, and Gen.G are off to the races. They're up 3-1, looking like it'll be 4-1.
Stacking these rounds on early, and this is going to be the fourth secured. Moose and Shake just too far away to have an impact. Moose just going to be tapped away at automatic, doing God's work there. Now Shake having a pretty big map over on the first. Let's see what he can do to maybe make this round costly. And I dare say Som is just going to be hunting like a madman with that Mac-10. Daps as well, leading the charge with the AK. Just making sure that they can't save anything across into the next. Hiding here next to the freezer. Let's see if he's checked. He will be back spotted. No, Daps, he hasn't seen it. Okay. No, goes back for the second attempt. And, sending the message after the death as well.
Definitely a good start for Gen.G. It looked a little bit rocky when Triumph was able to grab that force buy, but Gen.G, largely thanks to Bentet, have very much stabilized this map so far. Back up to 4-1. And it's again another pistol buy for Triumph. I mean, I say pistol buy, it's not really. A few Deagles coming in here that don't even really have any armor across the board either, so should be another farm round for Gen.G to continue to build that money up on the T side, increase that lead.
Another slow approach, but Gen.G gifted mid control. All it cost them was a couple of mollies there. This automatic lurks out Pal. Let's see if this turns into an A split. You've got Som coming in through underpass as well. Triumph. Solid positions to play this one together. Now it looks like we are going to see a bit of gravitation over towards the B site. Up short, flashed onto the line. Shake, he's spotted. That bomb's still very far away, but still Half the round remains. As this push comes up short as well, they're looking to find the timing on the rotations. Automatic looking to make a move. It's actually Bentet to slot that one in through short. As Automatic pushes out Pal, that's going to be the A site completely found. But the bomb's still sending it over towards B. No, there's the call. Knowing that that one's fully cleared out. They've got plenty of time to send it back. So solid anti-eco coming up from Gen.G. Let's see if Shake can maybe get something done here with the Zeus.
Well, he might get a chance. Bentet maybe about to creep through that murder hole, but if Bentet's wise, he won't, and he'll just...
Oh, he's baited him out. He's too clued on. 14-1. Absolute superstar right now. Junior trying to find a bit of damage. Creeping out from unders, I think he is, with that dig. It's another round for Gen.G. They've built up their cash right now, surviving with 4 players alive. They're really on an absolute roll on this T side of Triumph, yet to find a response.
Yeah, it's looking like it's all in a day's work at the moment for Gen.G. Speaking of boys, what are your plans later?
I have this conference thing to attend in 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Conference?
Yeah.
You're a businessman now.
No, I'm just watching the conference.
Oh, what kind of conference?
Like it is a business conference actually, so there you go.
So you are a businessman now?
No, I'm not part
He's
of the
learning
conference.
to be
I'm
a
just
businessman.
watching the conference, Mac.
Oh.
Watching. Just like I'm not a pro CS player, I'm just watching the game.
Wait, so hang on, you're saying you're a pro CS player?
I just said I'm not a pro CS player.
So you're a pro CS player, and you're telling us that you're better than everyone here. That's really mean.
A businessman and a pro CS player. That's pretty impressive, actually.
I'm actually a chartered accountant as well. I don't know if you know that.
And professional bullshitter.
Yeah. Father of 5.
There you go.
5?
Yeah.
Hey, you've been cracking on. How old are you? 23?
24.
24?
Really just pumping the numbers with that one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm actually pregnant right now, in case you guys were
This is
wondering.
a pretty important round, and Moose, he's threaded the needle over towards mid there. Automatic falls.
Yeah, double AWPs again for Triumph. That was working pretty well for them over on Inferno. They found 2 picks here. Yet again, Gen.G will have to try to clutch out a 3-on-5 situation.
Oh, Bentet's dead, so I'm not so sure that I'm all that confident anymore.
You can't write off Daps and Som like that.
What do you mean? Bentet's 14-2. He's the man. See what Daps and Som can do. Well, now it's just Som. He might get some extra damage, but doesn't hold that spray onto Penny. So only the 1 kill in that round for Gen.G, and pretty good response in the end from Triumph. It'll start to build that CT money up.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking to myself, like, okay, Gen.G, they're up 5-1, but Bentet's clutched twice. So, like, when we get a round where Bentet doesn't kill the majority of the enemy team, what does Gen.G do? Do they actually win a round? And that's where the double AWPs might have come into fruition there, but at the same time, Gen.G, do they have anything more in the tank? Because no one else is really doing a whole lot. Not that they've really had the opportunity to, so I'm keen to see what Gen.G does here. Do we see some more players stepping up? Utility pressure there from some towards that B side of the map, trying to draw out the utility from the CTs.
It is Gen.G's map pick, so they should have something more left in the tank here than just Bentet clutching round after round after round.
It's a pretty reliable strat, to be honest, actually, if you're going to rely on anything.
Yep.
But speaking of strats, seems like Gen.G, after throwing some utility and pressuring that B side of the map, are going to head back here towards A. Ryan's aggressive towards ramp here. He does have a smoke he can drop. Junior's got a fair amount of util as well, playing that AWP role from the triple. Out comes the execute here for Gen.G.
Counter smoke coming out towards A main at the perfect moment. Molly as well to make sure no bust comes through, and that should be able to be Ryan back on the line. Penny finding Bentet over towards mid now. Gen.G 1-pronged approach straight out, and that's going to be the Molly on the balcony. Ryan, they haven't posted on it. Automatic able to get the trade, but still Triumph with the better numbers.
Yeah, so far so good for Triumph. 38 seconds for Gen.G, but Daps! That is sharp onto Moose, and he's helped out by Kusta. No trade can come through from Penny. Spray into the smoke isn't going to deny the bomb plant, and Gen.G now all of a sudden are the ones with the numbers advantage.
Oh, nice shot from Junior to try and get them back into it.
Shake just edging out to triple now, but Junior doing all the work. Bink onto Kusta, and he's going to go for a bit of a big rotation. Here's the tap. Stays around. Waits for this one to come through now as he goes wide. Junior on the line, knows that the damage has been done already and just needs to try to find an angle. Goes for the M4 swap instead, tries to bait it back out, and Junior, big retake from the man. The big biceps. Oh, and the big
Is there going to be a celebration?
Is there? Oh, bit of
Oh.
a twitch. Yep. Okay. Nice.
No,
Nice and
no
composed.
celebration from him either.
I would hate to have that camera on me all game. I don't know about you guys when you play and if you've even recognized this, but a lot of people they do something with their mouth or their face when they're playing the game and they're like getting into situations. You know, like some people like dodge bullets or like in your car
I
games.
just have
you
like
try
my mouth wide open. I was going to say my wide mouth open, and that's a classic 6:45 a.m. phrase from Pilski.
Yeah. So I like almost like bite my lip almost in a way, like I just move my mouth in a really weird way.
Really erotic like?
No, not erotic like. Pilski. Like, can we just hang on, dial it back?
Wow.
Jeez.
This isn't Aussie Casters After Dark.
Two-man advantage
I think
here.
this, what's it? Time check, 6:45. We're looking. I think the sun should be coming up.
Getting away from the dark here. Triumph, now they gotta be the ones to recover from a man deficit. Full mid control here for Gen.G as well. They've got that connector control.
Oh, Ryan, he knows.
Trying to spam away. Trying to find Daps there, the cheeky man. But he hasn't found him. Gen.G, with this ladder room control, seems like they want to go for this B split potentially, but with the bomb still up there towards Delpan. And 1 minute on the clock, Gen.G, they have their options open to them. They're not in a rush to do anything. Push into a ramp from Ryan. He needs to look for info. He needs to look for something. Because Triumph with no real map control, no info, and two-man deficit. They need to actually make a play here.
Okay, smoke over towards market window. Push coming through as Kusta ready for the aggression from Shake. Prog smoke up Cat, and it looks like it should just be the save coming out from Triumph from this point. However, Ryan, more damage.
Does Gen.G let them save here? They've got 5 guns alive. There's not that much money on the T side. I will grant them that, but 2 guns still. Maybe Gen.G wants to go for a little bit of a hunt.
Moose trying to continue to dish some damage out through Con now. Boost up onto the blocks. Seems to be the way to get across now. Kusta looking for more, but Gen.G with the minimal HP, and their economy's not in a good situation, so it looks like they are just going to go for the gentleman's agreement, except for Som, he's hungry. And he's found the timing too, so...
Yummy.
Very nicely done
Looking
from
good.
Som.
Scrambled eggs in the morning. Big fan.
Yeah, I think Triumph's economy is going to be a bit scrambled if they drop any more guns. Already looking a little bit cooked at this point. Same thing for Gen.G, but they're surviving with 4 players alive, going up 6-3. Fantastic position. And not requiring any massive clutches for Bentet to get them through that round, just some solid mid-round fundamentals. This is what I was talking about here, Jordan. Triumph, they're going to have to take a single save. And that's what you want to see for Gen.G, really.
Yep.
MVP is 1 kill in round number 9. Don't need anything crazy from Gen.G, just doing it by committee.
I mean, and then you look at Bentet's score and he's 14-3, so...
Well, that was earlier, Jordan. I'm talking about that last round in particular. Round number 9.
Selective vision, Pilski.
Yeah, results-based thinking. You love to see it.
Learn that one in your business degree.
Yeah, maybe. That's pretty good for business for Moose. Finds that opening frag.
Yeah, also a tag onto Bentet, so done a lot of work, but Sheikh Zula will fall to automatic. So it's not all perfect for Triumph on that CT side at the moment, and Moose is going to need to get a lot more done with that AWP now because back to 4-on-4, it is just pistols. Oh, he had a chance. Daps just crept into his sightline. Won't get much from that one. To be honest, Triumph are getting way more done in this round than they really should be with these guns, and Gen.G might just be letting it slip. Already a second kill for Moose, and he's posted on the line, looking for a third.
But
dropping down right into the Deagle of Junior. It's a 1-on-3 for automatic. He misses the shot. Penny and Moose are both low, but he doesn't know that. He'll keep the AWP in hand, and he does trade Moose down. Now the benefit here, Mac, is he has time, so he can go anywhere.
And he's got so much control. He's slid away into market now. Triumph not seemingly aware. But that crawl space still going to be covered, so he has to make a bit of noise if he goes in that direction, leaves it, goes through CT. Triumph seem to be aware of this, and yeah, they're going to be hot on his heels, but Automatic has created the space, so he can speed up without Triumph knowing. But they've cleared everything. They know that this is the case, and they're going to be doubling in through CT. There's only one way that Automatic could have gone here, but he's still on for that ace. Plant's quite open. And he's going to be going straight back into CT. Penny at the ready. There's the first, but not expecting the second. Right next to him, Ryan. Big round to clutch it.
It's a rough one to lose for Gen.G as well, just when it looks like they've got their foot on the gas. They run into a bit of a roadblock. Triumph back up to 4. And credit to Moose, he was the one that got the 2 big openers for Triumph.
Using that AWP to great proficiency to get Triumph out of a sticky situation. That's a massive boon for their economy, you have to say, even though they only survive with one player. They get that round victory together. Now they can go for a bye. They chip down the T-side economy. So 6 and 4 here, but you're looking at Gen.G's money. Pretty cooked. Have to go down to the Deagle on Kusa. Nothing left in the bank here. So Triumph, they win this round, they could potentially reset Gen.G and start to fight to close this round gap.
Moose, he's made the jump early here, waiting for someone to become his prey. Automatic just waiting at the top of mid now. Bentet's already crossed. Let's see how the timing works out for him as that top mid smoke fades. Oh, there it is. Perfect. And spots the second, deals with it. Bentet, great impact already in the round.
Yeah, way too sharp. Can't deal with that. Just a bit of individual brilliance, 2-on-1. He's got rid of both of them. Now Triumph do still have 2 players over toward B. If Gen.G were to float in that direction, could be problematic. And Ryan is also starting to gamble stack towards the B bomb side of the map. He's rotating in through CT spawn, but should not be an issue for Gen.G, who are angling toward the A bomb site more so than anything else. Could be interesting if Ryan actually wins this aim duel, and he will. That'll bring it back to 3-on-4.
There's just no control on that A site. Automatic deals with Shake nicely, and now it's looking ever so more dangerous. Ryan can't win this time. Daps does it well and flashes for some more. That's going to be CT fully cleared out, and they are aware of Junior's position previously, so now they just have to expect he's gone for a bit of a big rotation. Many areas dirty, but Junior, surely in this situation, you're just looking to save the AWP. Gen.G on the hunt. They don't really have too much to play with. Being really kept quite honest by Triumph. Just whittling away at the economy.
Helps when you win that eco. 4 guns surviving for Gen.G. That builds up the money a little bit more. And you look at Triumph, they're probably going to have to force buy around this AWP. They got 2 players who are double eco max. You get 1,400, 1,600. So it's probably pistol armor around those AWPs and try to cause another upset. But with Gen.G up 7-4, with strong money behind them, if that doesn't work out for Triumph, I'm a little worried for them. Because Gen.G, they get that 8th round, then they reset the economy. That's a 9th round. This is a pretty rough situation for Triumph. They need to get a lot done with a little. Let's see if they can do it.
No change in the pace yet.
Nice tag onto automatic to start it off. All of Triumph are around mid right now. So very much like trying to play off the sites, play towards middle. But Gen.G, they're very much spread out around the map. They're trying to feel out their opponent. They're trying to wait for pushes on those extremities.
Issue is, though, they all have to perform individually here because the only players that can trade are maybe Automatic and Kusta here from Pal. Late smoke to window, as well as top con, and that's going to be Triumph pulled into mid. But look at this push from Penny. There it is, onto Bentet. And now just what we spoke about, no trades coming through. Automatic's gone down to the scout. Kusta as well, going to get his head taken off by Ryan. This is looking nasty. And now it's just coming crumbling apart. Penny with that AK having some more impact. It's all up to Daps in a 1v5. And looks like he won't survive. Ryan doing God's work on the scout. Alrighty, okay. So another eco won by Triumph, and Gen.G's economy is now in the bin.
It was a force buy, but yeah, definitely not a round that you would expect them to win.
It's a force buy with pistols and a scout.
Yeah.
It's not a
and an all
proper force buy.
They forced all their money, Mac. That's it. That is a force buy. That's the definition of a force buy.
No. Double eco by our boys.
Yeah.
Not a force buy.
All right, Gen.G. This is not a force buy. It's a buy, but they don't have any money left, and they're going to try and chuck out those Macca smokes to get into the B side here.
Some great util Moose, though. Deals with this nicely. Som trying to wrap, but it's Automatic who can catch the timing. Beautiful from him, but does he expect the second man? Shake, who stands and holds his ground for now as Kusta tries to swing around, but Shake goes down as Junior comes in to find 2 already. Well, that's both through the smoke.
Yep.
What?
Yep. Both.
No way.
Both of them through the smoke. The Raps coming in from apartments as well. That's Penny and Daps just cowering behind bench at the moment. It's not looking like a fun spot for him to be in. He'll see Penny, but he won't land the shot, and that might have been the opening that he really needed. That was the advantage, the element of surprise. But hang on. Well, I mean, at least as far as Gen.G is concerned, now that's a bit more expensive for Triumph. But
What is this round?
that's a disgusting round indeed.
Oh, so one over the top. Where's the second? Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay, Junior absolutely flexing just like in his photo.
Don't even know what to say about that second shot.
What is this?
Well, looks like we're in for a close map again.
Safe here for Gen.G. Going to try and just pop their way up Palace. Daps with that one flashbang over the top thrown out. Does blind Ryan a little bit. Gen.G going to stream out onto this site.
Inside smoke for Ryan to have a bit of space to play around. Covers there for Som. As he can't find the second, it's all up to Kusta, who has a smoke to play around. Might have had the line, but Junior comes in and finds him over the top. So just makes the read nicely, and there it is. Another found for Triumph on a successful retake. And it's going to be 7-7 as we head into the final round of the half. So it's really anyone's game at this point, but Gen.G, they're going to be happy getting that bomb plant down because they're going to have a pretty healthy buy into the final round.
Final round of the half, and it's a good buy for both teams. It looks like we'll be heading back to 8-7 again. There's the scoreline at halftime on Inferno, favouring Gen.G. A full execute onto the A bomb site is going to be the name of the game here. Moves posted very nicely on the line. That'll be the end of Kusta. Already a good start to the round for Triumph. Comes that util from Gen.G. A lot of it, in fact. 3 mollies, 3 smokes, a couple of flashes as well. But Ryan is boosted up on top of Firebox. He falls back down. Was spotted by Som for a moment, but he's actually going to get underneath him. And this is a perfect hold from Triumph, but not quite in the end. Daps gets a couple, actually, but still, Triumph will hold on to the round advantage going into halftime. It's 8-7. I need a break. We'll be back soon.
Takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out. Stand up, got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out. Get all you got and show him how to make a miracle. Stand up, got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out. Doesn't have the time, always talks about all the other guys. Will I ever understand? Without her, it's not fair, I need you back. No more crying at the end, I'll do it again.
Well, it's another 8-7 scoreline at the end of the first half, this time on map number 2. And this time it's actually leaning a little bit towards Triumph. Gen.G still very heavily favoured by the bettors on GCBet, but Triumph are putting in a good name for themselves again here on Mirage, and we'll see whether or not they can hang on in the second half, unlike what happened on Inferno, because they started really well in the second half of Inferno, but Gen.G sort of came back into their own toward the late stages, and that's what Triumph needs to avoid.
Straight out Asp, but Kusta at the ready. That's two quick ones. Now Gen.G, they set up and wait for the rest of Triumph to flow through, but Kusta just goes in solo. Nice peek to find another, and it looks like he is on for a huge round already. Big damage coming out from, I think that's a flank, no? Spot shot it over towards the other side of the map. However, there it is. Triumph losing that round. Gen.G with a spectacular hold over on B, thanks to your boy Kusta.
Good start to the second half for Gen.G. They did win the pistol in the second half of Inferno as well, but they struggled. And they have struggled a lot, actually, against the forced buys from Triumph, which I dare say we'll probably see again. Or not. It's just going to be the Glocks this time. Surprising, given the fact that they've been able to make a lot of damage happen with the Deagles. But this is the safer play, I suppose, for Triumph. They'll look for the AKs in the next round, so Gen.G want to ensure that they can build as much money up in this one as possible, because next round is going to be a toughie for them.
Toughie or roughie. Let's see if they've had enoughy just yet. Smoke Som. Let's see if he can get it nicely. Kusta pushing out, well, Junior rather pushing out. Kusta ready. As Shake is going to go down as well. Som with the Famous tries to bring that spray back, and not too terrible.
Yeah.
Penny as well mopped up, and it's easy peasy in round number 17 for Gen.G.
Yep. This will be the tough one, though. Gen.G don't look like they're going to upgrade their weapons at all, so they're taking the MP9s, the FAMAS, the Scout through. Triumph, on the other hand, are going to have themselves a full buy. AKs across the board. AWP there as well. It's a glass cannon AWP, to be fair, though, for Junior, so that could be problematic. Going against the Scout, going against the MP9s in particular. And, well, this is not going to matter too much when Junior wins the aim duel.
Well, initial pick going the way of Triumph. Going to group up towards middle and towards A. Go for a little bit of an A split. Just going to put quite a bit of pressure on Gen.G. Ben-Tet in particular. Owning an MP9 under the balcony here. Som, as well as Kusta, heading over towards CT. So a pretty decent setup actually here for Gen.G. Getting ready to defend this A hit. Flank coming out from Daps as well could be absolutely key, but it's punished by Moose actually. Does this change the plan here for Triumph?
Well, Ben-Tet very close behind this smoke. He's going to re-smoke as well.
Shake's actually exploring into this B side. Triumph starting to turn around. They're really controlling the flow of this round, picking the rotations beautifully.
Everywhere that Gen.G tries to go, it seems there's a gun of Triumph posted on it, but still, well, I was going to say they're not sold on the B bomb site. Now Ben-Tet's left A. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter too much where Triumph goes from here. He's running around looking for a gun, looking for anything really. But he might have called it correctly. It's just Penny that's booking it into the B bomb site. This is a big brain move from Ben-Tet. If he gets there at the right time, he denies the bomb plant. 25 seconds left on the clock, and he might even still be able to find a way to win this round. He knows Penny's in front of him.
Oh, tried to hold the trigger for longer, but now he's got that AK.
18 seconds, Mac.
There's no one here. Shake, he needs to come through. He needs to make a move. And Ben-Tet, he's going to be playing from Get Right, but he needs to go huge. 5 seconds. If he just stays alive after this point, it's good. Oh, second! Ben-Tet, he's absolutely nuts. Junior, he's got 3 seconds. Pulls out the secondary. Ben-Tet is a monster. And again, maybe some emotion this time. There you are.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, man. How have Triumph let that one slip? It's a 1-on-4. Huge brain gameplay from Ben-Tet, and ballsy as well to take that final peak. There was 3 seconds left on the clock when he ends this 2-on-1. And then he decides, you know what? I'm going to re-peak this guy as well. And he wins the fight there. I cannot believe it. How many times has Ben-Tet clutched for Gen.G today? That's at least 4.
If not more. So many times he's just had
Unreal.
the most ridiculous amount of impact, and he's looking to do more here up against the anti-eco. Automatic misses that shot early. Gets a bit of redemption. That's going to be Pal Control for now. Mid. It's going to be for Kusta. Doing God's work. Finds a quick 2k. And it looks like this is just crumbling down again for Triumph. As Gen.G should be right to find an 11th, but the round's not over yet. Let's see what Shake and Penny can do.
Oh, man. I don't know how you recover from that. You know, that's got to be the tilter. That's got to be the tipping point that it's now Gen.G's series to lose. I mean, not that it wasn't already. They've got the one map advantage, but you got a 1-on-4. And it's just because Triumph, you know, a couple of little mistakes there. Bomb planter goes solo. They don't watch mid. They allow Bentet to just walk all the way from A through to mid into B without spotting him at all. That kind of round doesn't happen very often. Gen.G get themselves a round with 4 guns alive to follow. So plenty of cash starting to build back up into the CT coffers. It's not amazing just yet, but definitely getting there. And they've got that 3 lead as well. Well, Triumph, it's not over yet. They've got to keep essentially running at that brick wall. The B in Bentet stands for brick wall. 23 and 8 so far on this map.
Brick wall and Tet.
Out of 19 rounds.
You love to hear it. Rolls off the tongue, that one.
Yep.
Speaking of rolling, it's utility. It's rotated here. Ryan tries to find an angle, waiting for the smoke to fade. It looks like Triumph are going to face through this one. Kusta, though, up on the pot. Let's see if he sticks to it. No, falls back out. It's going to be Bentet, too. Taken out, not ready for the push. That's 2 quick picks towards the A site. Now automatic in CT. He's going to be spotted.
Yeah.
Won't be able to connect himself. Great util to buy some extra time. Is he just going to look to dominate the CT area? But the molly comes through and forces him out. Ryan goes forward, and maybe that's a little bit of an overstep.
Wow, Pilly's so angry that he's thrown his phone on the desk.
He doesn't like it when Bentet dies first in the round. It means that there's no chance for another clutch from him.
Why are you so mad, Pilsky?
Sorry.
Polish bias, man. Like, seriously, you really got to keep that in check. This is a professional broadcast, you know.
Spitting image, you and Benny.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Reckon you could pass as brothers.
my oldest brother's called Ben, so...
Wait, what's his last name, Ted?
Funnily, no, Jordan, his last name's the same as mine, actually.
Oh.
Well, is it Pilipowski?
That's weird.
So Bentet Pilipowski. Mate, I didn't know that. HLTV's wrong.
Wait, since when were you and Bentet brothers? You've never told me that.
Why do you think he's got the inherent bias?
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
It all makes sense.
If
all
only I
makes
got his
sense.
counter-striking ability as well in the
Yes.
genes.
Wait.
Either way. Gen.G running out of cash here, and Triumph, again, they're applying pressure on the T side. Aggressive position here for Som. He's been left out on an island. So many Ts on the other side of this wall.
Oh, let's see if he can do work here. Finds the first positioning. Not too great from Triumph. The spacing, not good for trading. And Flash is not going to hit mark either. Som, he's huge. He's done it all himself. And that's going to be the control of the bomb now. Rotation's coming through. Almost on for the ace. He wanted it to.
Oh, he deserved it there as well, Mac. He had a smoke. He could have dropped it down, played the time a little bit, waited for the rotations, but he man-moded it. He alpha male styled it and just walked straight into Triumph. That's a big round for Gen.G. Someone else stepping up. It's not just Bentet that are having a good day. But you do get the sense that Gen.G are relying quite a lot on the individual plays to actually get through some of these rounds. So it's not over yet for Triumph. 12-9, though, will be the scoreline.
Speaking of individual as well, look where Gen.G are. They're sort of everywhere, all on their own. If Junior can maybe find himself a line, there is an opportunity to get out here, but he's certainly wasting a whole world of time. And he hasn't gone for the bomb control yet either, so it looks like he's just opting to go for the save now. Gen.G can take him after time. It won't be terrible for Triumph, but obviously the AWP would be nicer.
Yes, definitely. I don't know that Gen.G is going to try and chase this one down too much. Their money on the CT side is really not good enough to start throwing guns away, but Kusta gets away with his life after the shot is missed, and so 12 on the board for Gen.G. Good end to the round for them.
Double AWP. Picked up there for Gen.G. They retained 4 guns. That's fantastic for them. Triumph should be able to buy up into this next, I think. And they will indeed. No AWP for them this time. That's a bit of a difficult situation for Triumph, because when someone goes for a bit of a push on that extremity, there's not really much for you to read into necessarily. One way there for automatic into window. Gives him an angle into mid. Junior needs to be careful here. See if he will be ready for it. 1-3-1 setup for Gen.G. Very much posted towards middle for the most part, with 3 players in Palace trying to walk out on the line, though Bentet's going to have his work cut out for them. But Triumph choose to cancel. After seeing that Palace smoke, they start walking back down, but this is where Gen.G makes a bit of a push towards middle. Kusta playing anti-flash off the contact from Daps and automatic. A lot of shifts in the rotations for Gen.G. And I'm wondering, when is this push going to come out for Kusta to go for some info? Triumph grouping up, going to go for an A execute. So it's going to be Bentet to hold on from that sandwich position.
Let's see if he gets mollied, though. Pretty common spot to dump one, and there's 2 still on the belts from Triumph. Bentet gets forced out of the open. He's got no help at all. Daps there from stairs, drops a molly at the perfect moment. Molly goes under Balk. Triumph make their way out A main. It's actually going to be a missed jungle smoke, or deep instead, just trying to bait out something. Bentet's still just waiting here at sandwich, hoping that the attention can be drawn, and it looks like that's been done. 2-boy, make it a third. He wants more as well. Back for fourths, maybe. The upgrades to the AK instead. Automatic slits it through, and there it is. Perfect round for Gen.G. Triumph just bit of an awkward situation. I don't know if that comes down to the missed utility. Do you think that was a missed smoke, Pilly?
Potentially so. This has been the case.
It just didn't look like that hit the spot at all. There was so much utility, and it just couldn't even get Triumph out of their main. I'm a little bit disappointed from that.
We're going to go for a half buy and try to impress you, Mac. AK, Hero AK on Moose. Gen.G building up a bit of cash now. A couple of big plays keeping them in the map here.
Window short smokes coming through. Triumph now looking to send it to mid and try to position Moose to do some damage now, but Daps up on top of the fence. He is doing God's work.
Yeah, making it look easy for Gen.G, and that's kind of what this has become. It's slowly slipped away from Triumph. They were getting really close in a lot of those rounds, but now that Gen.G seem to have got on a roll, the rounds are getting a little bit easier for Gen.G. Admittedly, in the end, they do lose 3 guns there, but does it really matter too much? Not in this instance, not right now. If Triumph do start to make a bit more of a comeback, then those losses will have a degree of impact. But Gen.G are just looking a little bit too solid right now on that CT side. It looks like they're going to get over the line reasonably comfortably on Mirage now.
I'd sing it, but I don't want to, do anything against copyright.
You had one shot.
One opportunity.
To seize the A ramp control, you would if you were Bentet. This is pushed straight in there with automatic. Smoke on to connector for Gen.G. Really shifting around in terms of the rotations. Kusta as well as Daps trying to play together towards that ramp room and connector, and they're going to have their work cut out for them here. You see Triumph starting to extend their control and emphasis in towards middle. Junior actually punishes the push into con from Kusta. So one-man advantage for Triumph, starting to gear up for this A split.
Best chance for Triumph now that they've got that player advantage. Junior cops a fair chunk of damage though, and he's down to 15 HP. Gen.G looking to hold strong. Automatic watching the smoke. This is not going to be good for Triumph unless there's a flash to assist. Not too sure who's going to throw it, but Automatic actually does miss as they come out from the smoke, and now he's really under a lot of pressure, has no idea where to look. There was too many players all around him, and Gen.G, that round has really just fallen apart.
Yeah, out of nowhere, 4 kills in a matter of seconds, and now Som in this 1v5, just looking to make it expensive. He has a flank coming through from Penny as well, but he's going to be locked in the corner. It's Ryan to get it over the line. Headshot found, and that's going to be Triumph with a salvaged round. Now let's see if they can come back into the game again. As Gen.G, they've given him one, and that could be the momentum starter.
Again, Triumph just fighting for this. After a couple of solid CT gun rounds for Gen.G to build up their money, Triumph are threatening this economic reset. At least Gen.G have a couple of rounds to play with in the lead. So should they potentially have their money broken, they will have the time to recover. Daps Black blocks the window smoke. Big brain. He's now got an angle to be able to peek out middle here.
His brain might be a little bit sore after blocking that smoke, to be honest, Pilski.
Oh, they've had to re-smoke here. Their Triumph. Luckily, don't lose a player. That was massive from Daps, though. That was like Giga Brain. He's got like one of those Mega Mind heads. Triumph, they're going to try and go for this A split onto the side.
Oh, and Bentet catches Moose on that lurkout pal now. Bit of cover from afar as straight in to A main Kusta. He's going to be fighting for some early control. That's going to be the bomb isolated there on Junior now. He has some util to play with, waiting for a bit of an overextension maybe as Triumph. They've put Penny out into jungle, but Bentet deals with it. Ryan on the trade, automatic back again. And now it's all up to Junior. In a 1v4 this time.
It's not going to happen, surely not. I don't even know if he's going to go for this, taking the AWP into the next round. Might be a little bit more favourable for him, although the loss bonus should be built up for Triumph, so they'll be able to afford one anyway. I don't know where you go from here. I guess you got to give it a crack, don't you? You don't want to be going down 15. That'd be match point for Gen.G. 5 match points as well.
Well, they've got everything to buy into the next, so it'd be rude not to at this point.
Yeah, it looks like he might just take a chill.
Probably just going to be saving that one over.
Yeah, Gen.G. They're hot on the heels. They seem to be aware he could be in this position, and they're not going to let him save for free. Looks like Kusta's actually going in with the 5-7 instead, so...
I'm so confused as to what is going on there.
Just a bit of lack of coordination, and somehow you do see the AWP carried across.
Let's take a look at this round from earlier. This is round number 12 between Gen.G and Triumph. This is the round where Triumph won a 4-spy win, but Gen.G actually did something kind of cute here. So the whole idea is they want to put automatic on this angle towards jungle there and actually get him a pick on that rotation player. So the way they try to pull this rotation here is they're going to throw the mid window and con smokes. You see Daps chucks that window smoke. Bentet's going to chuck out the con smoke. And in the meanwhile, you see the push up mid from Penny. Let's just ignore this for a second. So the smokes are going to land in towards window and in towards con, and you can see automatics edging up towards this angle. But where this all actually goes wrong here for Gen.G is you see Ryan's already posted on that angle towards Palace, so as automatic tries to pick towards jungle, he just gets killed. Then Penny pushes up and kills Bentet as well. So it's an interesting idea. It's a cool strat from Gen.G, but when Triumph gets in your face and pulls it apart, it gets a little bit difficult for him.
Thanks, Pilly.
There you go. The more you know.
Bit of insight coming out from our resident expert.
Big brain, mega mind head.
I mean, that was it's a cool strat from Daps. That's a classic example of like a good idea that goes wrong because your opponent just misses it a bit and finds some nice timings.
Let's see if Ryan can do a bit of an aggressive play straight up short. Just Kusta, he's going to be playing around the smoke now, but Daps, he's going to be first line of defense. Kusta actually draws out the attention. Now they know that Penny's at least gone into ladder. How's the timing? Daps with the drive push. Penny comes back out, and smoke going to be dropped. That's the timing that Triumph needs as they start to make their way up short. Now it's all up to Tom to hold. He's going to go down. Ryan, big impact in the round already. Automatic, he's on the line, looking to deny the cross now as he just needs this opportunity. Does Penny give it to him? Oh, the slow peek. You hate to see it. Triumph, they're going to be torn apart.
Yeah, it's 2-on-2 right now. Automatic is already across to the bomb site. Bentet joins him in the market. Ryan on 3 HP. That should be pretty routine for Bentet. He's still holding on to a grenade, but he keeps the gun in hand. Here we go. This one looks good. And it is. Ryan down.
Bowling.
It's a 1-on-2 now for Moose. With the AK, they're going to line up a little bit, and Bentet could be in trouble as well. He'll lose automatic, but so calm in these clutches. The flashes come through. He's got to bench, and he's got the round victory for Gen.G as well. Chalk that one up on the scoreboard again for Bentet. 30-12, and that's a 16-10, 2-0 today for Gen.G as they finish the series off against Triumph.